Marc Gasol, a Toronto Raptor. He got sent to Toronto for Jonas Valanciunas. CJ Miles and DeLon Wright also included in the deal. Now, some people like this trade, some people don't. Um, Jonas, we're going to miss Jonas, right? Jonas is a good player. I do think Marc Gasol is a slight upgrade to Valanciunas. He shoots better, right? He's an amazing passer. So I think the pick and roll with Kyle Lowry or Kawhi Leonard is going to be a lot better this time around. And Jonas does shoot the three. You guys see him shoot it sometimes. But, I mean, Gasol's the better shooter, right? I think he's the better passer. So I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. DeLon Wright, I mean, we know Kyle Lowry has a bad back. But we have Fred VanVleet, who I love. Did you guys see him drop 30 yesterday? Man, if Fred plays like that in the playoffs, oh my god. So the backup point guard is Fred, and I don't know if there was any room for DeLon. You know, come playoff time, the rotations get shorter. So, and CJ Miles, oh my god. I can't stand that guy. I cannot stand CJ Miles. He can't shoot. So I'm so happy the Raptors moved him. I'm really happy that CJ Miles got moved. And I hope those GoDaddy commercials are off the air as well. I can't stand those either. They're so corny. The GoDaddy curse. Right? So Jonas is going to be missed. You know, I think he was one of a fan favorite in Toronto. He's a very funny guy. So Jonas will be missed. Marc Gasol, the only thing that I'm a little iffy about is Gasol's age. What is he, about 34 years old? 34 years old. Jonas is a lot younger. But, you know, that's the only thing that kind of puts you on edge, right? But, I mean, he could still play. Gasol could still play. So I'm just excited to see how he fits into the rotation, because look at Serge Ibaka now, right? So Nick Nurse has been playing him at the 5. That's why he's been having such a great season, right? We were actually thinking of trading Serge before the season began, or you know, early on, but he's been breaking out this season, and I think that's because he's been moved to the 5. Remember when he was at the 4 and JV was at the 5? They couldn't really find what they were doing together on the floor, right? So as soon as JV went to the bench and we went small ball, Serge to the 5, the Raptors played way better, and Serge is playing way better. So I'm interested to see what happens now. Gasol is not going to come off the bench, is he? I don't think I don't think he's going to come off the bench. So what do you do now? Do you move Serge to the bench and then put Siakam as the 4? Or so right now I'm thinking the lineup is Lowry, Danny Green, Kawhi, Pascal, and Marc Gasol. I mean, you got to do it like that, no? I can't picture Gasol coming off the bench. This is the thing. You can't move Pascal on the bench. You can't go Marc Gasol, Ibaka, Kawhi, Danny, and Kyle, right? Spicy P has been playing ridiculous. You can't send him to the bench. So I think Pascal stays a starter. So I'm curious to see what Nick Nurse does with Ibaka and Gasol. So because Pascal, man, he should have been an all-star. I'm sorry, but he should have been an all-star over Kyle Lowry, in my opinion. He dropped 33 the other night, as well as Fred dropped 30. I love Fred VanVleet off the bench as well. So, you know, I'm curious to see how this plays out. The Raptors play, when do they play? Let's see here. They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow against the Knicks. So the Knicks had a couple of trades too, and I'm not sure if Marc Gasol is playing against New York. Hopefully he is, because I'm dying to see this. I want to know if this will work out, how it'll work out, how they play. You know, I think Gasol fits into the offense pretty well, right? Like I said, he's an amazing passer, right? And now the pick and roll becomes a little more dangerous because he can shoot. Gasol could shoot, and he's a good three-point shooter as well, you know, for a big man. So I'm curious to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think the starting five is going to be and what you think about the trade. You know, some people like it, some people hate it. Some people just want to see how it plays out. I'm going to hold off a bit. I like it, right? Even though I'm going to miss JV, I like JV a lot. I didn't like CJ. You know, DeLon was okay, but if Fred plays like how he did against Atlanta, he dropped 30 points, and he was just, my God, the moves he was doing, so quick. If he plays like this in the playoffs, Freddie, Toronto is dangerous. You know, we need him to play like that. So, especially since Milwaukee and Philly made a move, you know, Tobias Harris to the Sixers, right? And Milwaukee also added a shooter, so we needed to do something. The only team that didn't make a trade was the Celtics. They're gonna keep it how it is. So I'm just curious to see how this plays out. I can't wait to see the rotation. So hopefully he plays against the Knicks. Let me know what you guys think about the trade and who you want in the starting lineup. What you think is gonna happen to Ibaka? You know, does Marc Gasol start? Does he come off the bench? I can't picture that, but let me know. So this is just a quick reaction to the trade. Marc Gasol to the Raptors, JV to the Grizzlies. All right, peace.